I don't see
Oh,
anybody.
did I not hit go live? Oh my gosh.
Wait, I'm gonna fix group
Wait, no,
one.
I think.
All right.
You're gonna
Wait,
fix what?
And I think we're live. Alrighty.
Are we live now?
We are live. I'm so sorry about that.
Difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Looks like there's a big go live button that was unpressed. Welcome in everybody to our second ever homecoming chess tournament. My name is Rushal. Here with me today is Andrew Wang.
Hi, Rushal. I'm doing great.
Leon Gia.
Hello.
Michael Fatimi.
Hi.
Suesa Ramanini.
What's up?
And me. So, today we'll be witnessing 32 amazing players from the top high school in the country duke it out at a battle of the wits for the homecoming crown. Let's get a quick chat about what we plan on seeing from this year's tournament. I know last year we had a great battle between the juniors and the seniors, both amazing contenders. But this year, I think we really have some promise from the freshmen. And we've seen some really high ratings from our freshman roster this year, going up into the low 2000s, which is really surprising. We've got some let's goes in the chat. And so with our tournament hot underway, I think we can get started with viewing our first match.
Right.
So, I will hop into first match here.
So yeah, I think something particular to note that the freshmen actually have some very high ratings. Actually, if we want to take a look at the rosters that are currently playing, right now they're in the group stages. So
yeah.
The freshman lowest rated player so far is in the mid 1300s. According to
highest-
After that, their lowest is just
According to
1600,
the roster.
1696.
Yeah,
So-
their roster is pretty
Yeah, they're
stacked.
pretty
insane, yeah.
why don't we take a look at one of the better freshmen, one of the higher rated freshmen?
Oh yeah.
See one of their games.
So-
Anushka node should be group 1, I think.
I'm currently taking a look at Group 1.
Sorry,
Tommy,
group 5.
I've got Group 1 up.
Okay.
So we got Tommy Williams versus Andrew Huang. This is actually our juniors and seniors, but just taking a look at the mid game here. Let me hear about it a little bit. I think I should be sharing my screen, hopefully.
Yeah, so right now it looks like Black's doing pretty well. White's in a bit of trouble, both on time and on the board. Black's rook is pretty good. White's
Yeah.
pieces kind of suck.
Totally.
Yeah, Black is just going to clean up pretty easily now.
I think
He's
so.
gonna- Yeah, this is not pleasant for White at all.
And
His bishop is totally stuck in the corner, which is not good. And he's going to lose pawn and then eventually the game very soon.
I think this is coming to.
So
yeah.
White is our senior, Andrew Huang, which is the 4th seed senior, and then Black is the 1st seed junior. This is Tommy. So
Yeah, so Tommy's doing pretty well, actually.
Tommy is playing a good game here.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, this is gonna be game over soon.
I think so.
You're just gonna push that B pawn all the way down, or I actually don't like that very much. He gave him an opening, which might let him back in the game if he's.
I think he has too much time trouble here. There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah, that might
Yeah,
be
that's
it.
The game's
that's
over.
The game's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Why don't we take a look at Group 5, match 2? I'd like to see Arush Vinod. That's a freshman to watch out for.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
This
He's
is
a
a
2500.
top rated freshman. His
Number 1
chess
seed.
elo, his chess.com elo is 2514. I think he's currently ranked the highest elo-wise in the tournament. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's get that game up.
Wow.
I see.
Pretty
So
impressive.
did the game already end?
I think it did. We
I would
might
not
have
be
missed it.
surprised.
We might have just missed it.
Oh, they're on match 2 now.
They are on
But
match
it's still
2.
Arush, I think.
We can watch through it.
Let's take a look at match 2. Arush Fanad versus James Green, our junior. Looks like Arush is on white, and they've already gotten off to a quick start.
Bruce already has a really good position. He's up a piece. His pieces are much more active. It's pretty comfortable. Yeah.
Looks like
Pick
Do we
up-
want to power back through the moves, Rushel, and,
Yeah.
and
Let's
take a look at how we got into this situation?
definitely. So looks like we got through.
What kind of opening are we
I
talking
think
here?
we just saw a Scandy.
Yeah.
And then just going through to the mid game.
Andrew, any commentate?
I mean, not taking the D pawn with your queen is a sacrifice, but you're giving up the center, which is not great. And then he got his knight trapped somehow.
Yeah.
It's also not great.
Somehow.
Oh man.
So it's just capitalizing on early mistakes, right?
Definitely. I think that definitely spiraled out as the game continued.
Yeah, this is just spiraling out of control now.
Oh man.
Lost more material. Yeah, this is not looking pretty. It's gonna be mate pretty soon with those two rooks and those two knights. Do not take that knight. Hopefully, you'll see
If he
not
does.
to take that knight.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna get very ugly very soon.
Yeah, up +6. I think Arush has definitely had this one in the bag.
Yeah, this might be mate soon too.
Yeah. Oh man.
He's taking a couple seconds.
He
to,
is. He's
to
really
think
yeah,
up the kill.
He's planning out this end game.
All right, so he forces the king to the middle.
Yeah, and I think that.
Yeah, that's probably
That's-
mate in one.
Okay.
I think
Wow.
so. Dang.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at our defending champion over in Group 4, Andy
That-
Huang.
Ooh, Andy Huang. Alrighty.
He's playing David Tsao right now, who is a talented player from the class of 2024.
Alrighty. So we got David on white, Andy on black.
Andy on his main account, fresh melon balls.
There's quite the rating discrepancy in this match.
Definitely.
But the position doesn't look too bad for white, actually.
David's
I'd
sitting
actually
at
say white better.
interesting.
I would say
David,
white. I like white position.
David's sitting at 1125, Andy at
But yeah, rating, especially like live chess rating, that doesn't matter much, right? It's all about the game, the moment.
It is true. I agree.
I totally agree.
Oh, Andy has that's a very nice move. Yeah, that might have been a mistake from David to allow that F4 move. Now it's going to create a weakness on the E pawn or D pawn now, which is going to be pretty ugly pretty soon. But he might be able to defend this, actually. If Andy doesn't play this correctly. I'd say for Andy, the strategy would be to double up on the E file with both of his rooks. Or trade knights. That works too. Yeah, we're gonna see a double up on E file pretty soon.
Yeah.
But I think David still has a chance. I mean, he's playing pretty well actually.
Yeah, I think
I'd say he's only slightly
good
worse.
defense.
Yeah, he's only slightly worse.
Yeah,
I mean-
he's lost the E file. He's down. He's not down material.
Yeah, so it's not bad. Still not easy for Andy to break through here.
Barring any mistakes, right?
Yeah. If I was Andy, I'd probably play like Rook E2 or something. Try to create something.
Huh. It's really.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find a winning plan for Andy here, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because I mean, I think his.
that E pawn or that D pawn is actually what's going to win him the game. He has to find some way to take that D pawn. I don't really see any other way, actually.
It's on an island. Yeah.
Yeah. See, if I was David here, I'd probably break through with B5 just to create some counterplay. Yeah, I mean, you
But
can't.
Andy's one step ahead of that.
You couldn't have allowed Andy play
For real.
basic. But David's still putting up a fight. I mean, he's trying to get his piece active on the king
Being
side.
creative, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to find a breakthrough here for Andy. Maybe trade the queens here? I'm not too sure, actually.
At the same time, it's pretty clear that Andy's on the attack here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David
Oh, you
David's
His
just
can't-
pawn
playing.
structure's deep and like that
Yeah, I
rook
mean-
is in a really good position.
I think he should have traded the queens. I mean, I think that D pawn's going to fall pretty quickly now. There's no real way to defend, I think, after Rook D2, I think. Rook D2 or Rook E4. It's gonna be very hard to defend, at least.
Well, he's gonna try to push through B5.
That works too. I just think that's a little too slow. I mean, yeah. Now those connected pass pawns on the C and D file are just gonna get pushed all the way through.
Still creative play from David.
Yeah, he's still holding on, which is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, considering
Yeah.
his rating, this guy's
Yeah.
definitely, this is not his real rating.
Yeah,
He's hiding something from
Never
us.
mind. That's rating. Something's going on.
Possibly. Looks like.
Yeah, we
Andy's
came
running up
into
his
this.
time.
If we kind of look at the tournament as a whole, right?
Yeah,
We
Andy's
came into
actually
this tournament-
struggling on time.
Yeah, he's definitely
He needs to speed up a bit.
Yeah.
just gonna take a little bit, but
We kind of came into this tournament, right, thinking that 24 and 23 were a little worse off on their, like just looking at their rosters and the rating wise. But actually,
they're definitely performing.
if David's play is any measure, maybe they've been hiding some things from us.
Definitely.
You know,
Oh, that's just the killer blow. Oh, he just.
oh,
lost.
he didn't see it. He didn't see the fork.
Oof.
Yeah, that might be game.
He was doing well too. At
He
some
was
point,
doing
Andy was
really well. Andy definitely had
was
the
much
advantage.
lower on time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's just an easy cleanup.
Now it's a
man.
formality. This game is.
Oof. Man, that was a close game. Like
Yeah. that
at
was
the
a
beginning,
good-
at the beginning, there's definitely a lot of hope.
Yeah. I liked what I saw out of David.
Yeah. I was like,
Is he 2023?
David is 2024, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah. So, but I think Andy mopped up hard.
David is 2024.
All right, let's take a look at our round 3 of our round robins going into our final set of matches. I think we can take a look at
Why don't we take a look at James Wright in Group 6?
yeah.
That's another freshman against Shrimon as a senior. So that could be a good game because I know Shrimon's actually I know Shrimon personally is a formidable opponent. So this game is just about to get started.
For sure.
I beat him like 3 times in lit.
The game hasn't quite started
Yeah,
yet.
hasn't just started yet.
wait, has it ended or?
Believe
They're just starting their third game.
they
Oh,
are,
I see. I see.
they're just getting started.
What group is this?
This is we're looking at Group 6. We've got James Wright versus Shrimon.
Shrimon.
Yeah, I think
We can also take a look at Group 5, Arush against Suhas. That's another senior versus freshman matchup. That's
yeah.
a very strong freshman.
Roosh is definitely going strong.
Oh
He's-
no, we should tune into that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should go to Rush's game.
definitely. We're pulling up here to Roosh's game. He's up 5.
Rush is already doing well. He's always just crushing.
Man,
Oh my god, the material.
Roosh is pulling 2-0 right now against
He's up so many pawns.
Suhas.
Against the sophomore
Suhas
and
is
his- So yeah, Roosh is he played a sophomore then a junior. He beat both of them.
Alright.
But Suhas is
Yeah, Suhas is in.
Suhas has
bit of-
really got to pick it up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this might be a clean game for Roosh. A quick 3-0.
Yeah, that's very impressive actually. Very fast.
Definitely. His response is quick, and I think that might
He's definitely going to be a tough opponent in this tournament.
for sure.
Maybe one of the favorites.
Yeah, formidable. Why don't we try to look at Tommy Wright against?
Yeah, let's
That's the game. Shrimon. That's the game we were trying to look at earlier. I think they've gotten started
The
right
new
now.
freshman, I think.
yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
think
The
we've
other
got-
2,300 rated freshman.
Yeah. Here we
Yeah.
are. So James Wright playing on black and Shrimon playing on white. We've got a
Kabir is
sophomore
already
versus-
losing a knight here, which is not good for him.
Right.
He's
Oh,
gonna lose
no.
a game too soon. His H pawn is weak too. He's gonna get mated very, very soon.
Looks like James might be coming out of this favorably. I think he's
The
won.
best move here might just be to sack the queen.
Man.
I mean, I don't see how you get out of this. Maybe push the H pawn. Yeah, I really don't see how he gets out of this.
Rough for Shrimon.
He's in an early pickle.
Definitely.
Well, that is not the move to play. And yeah, it's gonna be mate very, very soon.
Yeah,
now.
and regardless of the minute behind, I mean, I don't even think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I think he had to sack the queen here.
Whew.
That is not pretty.
Yeah, that looks like a very
He's
quick
gonna
end.
mate on G2.
On G2,
I
yeah.
predicted.
Yeah.
Or mate on H2.
Wow.
Speeding up the process.
Walked right into that one. Man,
That is tough.
looks like James Wright came out of this definitely quite favorably, winning 2 out of his 3 matches, drawing the third.
Yeah.
Why don't we take out another freshman versus senior matchup?
For sure.
In Group 7, that's the Samarth
Samarth
is
versus
the
Yeah.
Samarth is the third highest rated freshman.
Looks like we're winning into
Aditya's here.
Aditya's, yeah.
Aditya as a senior.
Mhm.
So
What is M's current record?
looks like we've got Samarth.
Aditya has won one and lost one.
Right.
All right, this could be an important game.
This
for him to-
definitely could be.
Yeah,
important
this
game
could be
for
an
him to-
important game
for him to
Yeah,
advance.
must-win game.
But it looks
Oh my.
like
It looks like
Samarth's
yeah,
on
it looks
black,
like-
Aditya on white.
The freshman also won one and lost one, so that's interesting.
yeah, the
That's
freshman lost to the 24. I have a hunch that 24 is hiding their true
Yeah,
ratings
I
because look, the freshman is rated 1923 here, and then Max, the sophomore, insert his rating as 1250, but then
But
Max
he
is
beat
2-0.
Aditya.
he
yeah.
beat him. Yeah, he's 2-0.
Max is currently 2-0. That's
He's
correct.
leading
So-
the group.
Man, we're this tournament is giving us more of a, it's revealing some. When you just look at the ratings, right, you think, oh, it's gonna be pretty one-sided. Oh, we can see like clear favorites and stuff like that, but that's not always the case because
Definitely.
they're self-reporting their ratings, and a lot of times they lowball their ratings by a lot to kind of throw us off, you know.
Yeah, M's not actually doing that badly here.
The
He's still
senior
holding.
M is white, while the freshman is playing black.
So the rating difference is relatively large. So M hasn't reported his rating, but I know from experience it's probably around 1500. So it's
Experience?
he's. I mean, I know because I played him a lot.
But yeah, it looks
Um,
like we're seeing a difference of about 500.
Yeah. So M is definitely the underdog here, but he seems to be holding. a good
What do you
fight.
think about this position, Andrew?
Looks like
Honestly, I'm doing pretty well. He's gonna pick up another pawn, or he needs to be careful about the F pawn.
Yeah.
Black's pieces are much more active, but if somehow he can defend this, he might be even better if he can defend this in the end game.
for sure.
I'd say try to trade off the rooks real quick.
This is the second place game. This is the game for like entering into the quarterfinals.
That's a must-win for both of them. Oh, that was not the move. That just gave up mate. Ooh,
Oh no.
Oof.
jinxed
Yeah,
it.
these freshmen are cracked. What the hell?
Yeah, Suhas.
But
Go to the main room, please, for me.
Yeah.
And it looks like that's mate.
I thought this was the main room. My bad.
Alrighty.
All right, that was over quicker than I thought. Can we see the Max game actually in the same group?
Yeah,
I think we
can
can,
Can
yeah.
we go up and look back at the Max versus Samarth
Yeah,
game?
I think,
I want to see how convincingly Max won over Samarth. Because Samarth looks to be a fairly strong player.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, Samarth is, I think, one of the top players actually.
So it looks like we started out.
So with the Sicilian.
To be fair, all of the freshmen apparently are some of the top players.
All right, wait, who's white in this game? Sorry,
So I think for white we've got
Samarth.
Go
Max is
Max is
white, and
white.
he's 2024, so
Right.
he's a sophomore.
and Samarth.
Oh,
And then
and-
Black is a freshman. He's Black is Samarth.
Yeah, so he's playing the Grand Prix here, which is a pretty ambitious opening, but it's actually one of my personal favorites. He seems to know a lot about this opening. Actually, he's playing this very well. That's
Max?
a very
Max?
Yeah, Max is playing this very well. Yeah,
For a 1200, for
He's not-
1200 playing the Grand Prix.
I'm sorry, a 1200 doesn't see a4.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is definitely not a 1200.
Yeah.
It seems to be a very close game actually in the from the
Right.
beginning, but
I
they're still
think
playing pretty standard lines.
They are playing.
The concept in the Grand Prix is to attack on the king side for white, and for black it's to expand on the queen side. That bishop b1 move is not actually very good.
Yeah,
You see,
I think-
because he's like stuck behind 3 pawns, so that bishop is kind of useless.
Yeah.
But he still has some chances.
Definitely. And so I think he brings it back after
This is a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Yeah,
looks
I think
like-
that's a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, the rook isn't
The rook-
doing much.
Right.
I mean, the black rook was much better.
And so just moving into white just moves on to gain a much better position overall.
Yeah, well, that was he blundered a piece actually.
Did.
He blundered a piece right there. He didn't see the pin with the bishop. And now it's just clean
I
up.
think it is.
Yeah, very impressive game by Max,
Yeah.
especially for a 1200.
Really interesting to see. Yeah, and I think that
That's it.
plays out from
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
When will we be back after the break?
I think
Got
we'll
another
be.
interesting game going on in Group 1 between Andrew and Ahali.
Yeah.
Or Ahil.
Throw it on. So we've got Andrew Huang, our senior, and Ahil, our freshman.
I think this is a must-win game for Andrew. Actually, he only has a draw.
That sounds about right. Andrew's only up 0-5, 1/2.
Yeah.
And so I think to at least get a chance to move on to the Sweet 16, he definitely needs
One
that.
thing that is very interesting, last year, to my knowledge, we actually had 0 draws. This year, the number's a lot higher.
Yeah.
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 It's a lot more even, I think.
Definitely.
The competition is getting stiffer.
So what's up?
I actually like Andrew's position here. That D pawn is pretty weak.
And Andrew would appear to be the slight favorite in this match just
Yeah,
by
he
rating
is.
alone.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew's. Wait, he might not win that pawn actually. The only move here is bishop e5, trading off the bishops, but he finds it actually.
So-
I would not take here.
And he doesn't.
It looks like in this group particularly, there's the number 1 seed from the class of 2023, Tommy Williams. He's 2-0 in this group, and he's playing his 3rd match.
Right.
So it does appear that this match will be the decider piece. Both of these players have
Are
0.5. So whoever wins
correct.
this match moves
Yeah, whoever
on.
wins this match.
Yeah, this is a must-win game again.
definitely.
And if they draw, then they're gonna play bullet matches.
Oh, I think Andrew's actually not playing the best moves here. He's giving black too many chances. That king side is gonna be weak now without that G pawn protecting the king. If I was black, I'd probably bring in the queen somehow, probably queen c7 or something. Try to think of something creative. But again, there's just too many weaknesses on the white side. That c pawn is also pretty weak, isolated. Yeah, so I'd probably try to set up a trap here, queen c7. See what he does.
Yeah, this is just a really interesting how we've seen so many great conflicts between our freshmen and seniors. Just with 2025 bringing in a lot of really strong players.
Yeah, 2024 and 2025 are both very strong.
I think no, but in this group, 2023 is topping the board. So
Right.
it appears that every class has their stars, right?
Yeah,
Definitely.
true.
Tommy was definitely a favorite coming into tournament on the 23 roster.
How do you think this game is going,
I think
Andrew?
I think Black's actually still a little better, but he gave up a lot of advantage. I think he was doing a lot better earlier. Made a
But
few mistakes.
he's up a lot of material now, actually.
Yeah, he's up a piece, but wait.
So
He's
rook
up
and a pawn
rook and
against
a
a
pawn
bishop.
versus-
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
up the exchange. Yeah, he's up the exchange actually. Never mind.
So it looks
Yeah,
like
Andrew
Let's
will
have
have to play some seriously creative play in order to get
Mm.
out of this one.
He might have some counterplay with those two bishops though. It's still not easy to play as Black.
yeah.
You still have to execute. I mean,
I don't think he's in a position to do that just yet.
All right, so I'm looking through some of the brackets, so some of the other groups right now, because this is the last group to finish. And it seems we have 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors in the finals.
Ooh.
ooh,
In the quarterfinals.
Yes. No.
No,
Sorry.
It's Sweet 16.
Sorry. I'm only looking at sorry. 3 seniors have won their group.
Alrighty.
And there's also been 3 freshmen who won their group, and I
Yeah,
see
actually-
one sophomore, one junior.
Right.
going back to
Oh.
the game, Andrew's
So-
actually doing very well. I think Andrew might be able to hold a draw here. It's not
The
easy.
event of a draw.
Yeah, that rook
Oh.
is pretty bad. And that black bishop is just way too powerful. I mean, the position is just going to be locked after a5.
Okay, so what's interesting here is if we get a draw between Andrew
Then we have
and
three
Hill-
people.
Yeah, we have a
three
three-way
peop-
draw. We have a three-way draw between the
Ooh.
freshman, the
We might need a
sophomore.
tiebreaker game then.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
You
so the
tie
key
break three
here is
people.
to play A5, I think. He needs to play A5. He has to lock down the position.
Oh my god.
Black
Oh,
just-
and the second check. That was a blunder.
That's
Oh
mate.
no.
Oh, that's he missed mate. He missed mate in one.
Oh my
But
god.
he-
We got.
I
What?
think
What's
he's-
How has he done this?
How do you get the rook?
What is going on?
What-
They still have plenty of time. Why are they playing so fast?
they,
Yeah,
with 20
he's-
seconds left, I mean, they're
He's made in one
speeding
here.
through this room.
He's made in one. Oh,
Oh,
Not
he's
anymore.
made in two here. Made in two.
Oh,
Oh, that's.
it's not
Oh,
made
he
into,
missed the
but-
mate still. Okay. Oh, he's still gonna
Hello?
finish.
Oh my.
Definitely.
It's,
I-
it's- the game is over.
The game,
Wow, what a comeback.
game is over for
it,
Hill,
it flipped
I mean-
on its head. That one check, that it was a fork, right? He
Yeah,
checked and then he
B
took
pawn.
the B pawn, and that just opened it all up.
Yeah. In
That's
close
wraps.
position. Just
we see our
Oh
freshman moving
my.
into the
So who won this?
Andrew won.
Andrew,
Andrew,
Andrew
right?
won.
Andrew won.
All right.
So, why don't we do this? So, why don't
Yo,
Sway
Rachel,
Sick-
share the groupings so we can see all the scores.
Yeah,
Sure.
share the groupings and we can kind of create the bracket live and
We're
see
not making the bracket live, no.
But-
or see
Well,
who's
well,
topping the each
Definitely.
Yeah,
group.
looks like the seniors and juniors are doing well.
For sure. I think
Yeah.
First three groups, the seniors and juniors all passed, I think.
let me just get the bracket up.
So,
we have a pretty interesting bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my, wait, we haven't seen. Look, in group 1, match 6, that's still ongoing.
It's still going on.
Yeah, and that
Okay.
means that the sophomore might be able to.
Wait, which one's ongoing? Which one? Oh, there's a
Group
bullet
one,
game.
match 6.
Against
All
Reagan.
right, yeah, let me throw it up.
Close.
And it
What's
looks like
Oh, that's
Tommy
right. We need to do
is-
bullet games when with the
There's
draw.
no tie currently because there's a winner and a loser.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
White's in time trouble. This
But-
is actually interesting. He's better on the board, but he's in time trouble.
But yeah, White is has 12 seconds, and White is the #1 seed for the class of 2023 for the juniors.
Ooh, that
Oh
was
no! Oh no! Okay,
that's mate.
that's me.
oh,
Yeah.
no.
Ouch.
Oh he
Oh.
he didn't see it. He's just maybe moused
I
up.
think he's just toying with him.
Oh no!
Oh. Oh,
Oh, it's hard to watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's-
no.
Yeah, he's just
Oh.
toying at this point.
oh,
Oh my
please.
god. Okay,
Oh.
so this who is this
Disrespect.
junior? The Tommy Williams.
Tommy Williams
Yeah.
has dominated
Tommy
this
Williams.
group and is,
That's
is
Is
cleaning
is
up
playing with his food before.
hard.
oh, that is
Absolutely
It'd
destroying
be
Anish at
so
the end.
karma if he it timed out.
doesn't even made him.
He's
he just times
he
him out.
flags him, and
All right, let's take a look at who won each group.
definitely.
Who's moving on to the next?
So the round robin?
Hopefully I can
Yeah.
get it up. Looks like.
And if we want to take a look at any interesting games while the bracket is being made, any like really surprising upsets.
Give me 1 second here.
Yeah, I
Alrighty.
mean, it looks like the seniors
So
dominated.
in the
really
first group, it looks like a junior and a senior.
Yeah,
are
Tommy.
moving on,
Tommy
right?
definitely dominated at the top of our 23 roster. I think he definitely was quite favorable going into this
Yeah.
group.
And then Andrew with the clutch performance is moving on to the Sweet 16.
Oh yeah, for
Moving
sure.
on to the next stage.
We got our upperclassmen just taking the
All right,
first group.
Group 2 now. Group 2.
So it looks like once again our upperclassmen have taken group 2 with Garrett coming out on top. I think Garrett was definitely topping the senior rosters with Karthik. Also a very strong player from the junior class.
Yeah, so Garrett is the 3rd seed for the senior roster, and he's swept the board. But Karthik
is I think he's still
the 2nd seed for the juniors, but he's also moving on to the next round. So
Yeah.
we'll be excited to see what kind of performances he can put on then.
definitely. Moving on to our third group. Once again, our junior and senior have moved on with
The experience advantage.
definitely Jeffrey and Elliot taking it on to the Sweet 16. I think Jeffrey is I believe he was
It was a
Jeffrey
fan
was-
favorite last year.
fan favorite.
Yeah.
Definitely a fan favorite last year. He
Yeah.
outplayed last year. As our second seed from the seniors.
Quite legendary performance.
It was
down-
amazing.
With like 2 seconds of time playing like 35 moves.
Right. Jeffrey is a speed demon, and Elliot, an extremely strong player from 23. Moving on to group 4, we see our junior dropping out, but the senior and sophomore moving on. David Cow was our 1200 rated player, coming out on top, second with second place.
Impressive play from him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
The only game
Of
he
course.
lost against Andy.
yeah, you have
Yeah.
to mention Andy, who's our reigning champion. So
Right. Our reigning
So
champion from last.
actually, when we
last
look at the
Friday.
ratings, we were expecting, although the highest seeded freshmen are in the latter 4 groups, so I expect we'll be seeing more freshmen and sophomores
Definitely.
in the next 4 groups.
Speaking of the latter 4 groups, moving on to group 5, we see our fan favorite from the freshman class, Arush, absolutely just dominating, beating the sophomore, junior, and senior with ease.
Yeah,
Especially
impressive.
since we saw match 3, I mean, Suhas got absolutely dominated.
Yeah.
But regardless, Suhas did proceed.
Suhas did move on.
He did
so
move on.
Highly respectable play from him.
Definitely.
I think Seamus was actually an underdog in this group, actually.
Yeah. I think James was definitely a strong
That's
player,
true.
but
Wow.
he
Yeah.
wasn't able to make it through. Then moving on to group 6, we saw our
Our
first,
first group where
only
seniors
tiebreaker.
are not.
I think
There's a tiebreaker where.
Junior.
Oh, the
Junior.
bullet game.
The
Do we
bullet
want to
game.
take a look at this bullet game?
I
Do
think
you
we
wanna
might.
take a
Yeah,
look
you
at
want to grab a quick peek at the bullet game?
I'm pretty sure both these players are very strong. They're both around, I think, 1800,
Definitely.
1900. So both James and Kisna.
Gisna
Oh.
is an extremely strong player from our class.
Yeah. It's probably one of the top,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. And so just going through this bullet game, I think we had I don't know if you'll tell me. Oh, here we go. So James on black, and I think it's Kisna on white. It was a 1-minute game to decide the tiebreaker, and let's just take a quick walkthrough. So I think it's just starting out here.
Yeah, Kisna on white and James on black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we walk through the game? What kind of play are we seeing, Andrew?
It starts off with like a Catalan open with a Nimzo Indian, I think. Or not Nimzo yet, but was planned to be. Seems like a very common position. He trades off that C pawn, which is very
Keep in mind, this is
instructive.
bullet chess, which is only 1 minute.
Definitely.
Yeah. He replaces the D pawn with his knight, which is very nice. Yeah, it's a very solid position for each side.
Yeah, I think
Eventually, white gets the pawn on D, E5, which is going to be very helpful later in the game. Yeah, and from that, I think white basically won the game.
Yeah.
Picks up a rook.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Rushwell,
that's-
are you streaming to the Zoom? Otherwise, it's harder for Andrew to commentate on the. Your Zoom is.
Am I not? Oh,
Your Zoom is frozen,
I believe
so-
that share was that's my bad. There we go. So yeah, I think we just closed out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man.
What about the rest of the groups?
So just
right.
finishing out our groups here. So looks like that was our group 6 with Kisna, a fan favorite from the junior class, winning off the tiebreaker. Moving into group 7. Oh, it looks like we got an underclassman. I think this is the first group that we've seen.
Underclassmen dominated
Underclassmen.
in this group.
Yeah,
Definitely.
both underclassmen.
That's really impressive from
Sophomore Max.
yeah, M and
Max topping the board.
Nathan
and-
were not able to make it through, but Max and Samarth
Yeah,
definitely.
Max is OP.
Samarth's game was really interesting to see.
Mhm.
And then it looks like moving into our final group. Ooh, another underclassman
Again,
win. Man,
freshmen and sophomores
looks
showing
like,
up on top.
Yeah, looks like Raheel was able to break it out against Pranav, but other than that, our freshmen and sophomores absolutely.
And it looks like the freshmen topped this group,
Yeah.
even though Arya is supposed to be the freshman's 5th seed.
Yeah, he was able to.
Oh, fourth seed, and
That's impressive.
he smashed the group. Yeah.
Definitely, he was able to take him down hard.
And Evan, the sophomore, is supposed to be the sophomore's first seed.
That sounds about right.
So the 24 first seed lost to the 25 fourth seed. Do we want to look at that game real quick?
Yeah, let's take.
So,
a peek.
Arya versus Evan.
Arya versus Evan.
So Arya should be a major underdog going into this match, despite the ratings, which can be misleading, as we know.
Yeah.
So I think
Because
just
Evan was registered as the first seed.
breaking
Over
news.
Max?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, we saw Max's play. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
beyond what his ability was listed.
Like, Black starts off with a pretty weird opening.
Yeah.
Plays Knight on C6.
So yeah, Evan is black, and Evan is the sophomore. He's the first seed, right? And then
Won this game?
Max,
Arya
I
is
believe-
Arya
I
is
believe
white. Arya is white. So Evan is black. Arya is white. Evan is 2024, and then white is 2025.
2025.
And 25 is a major underdog going into this game, but you won.
That's
So let's take a look. Take a look at what kind of play we see here.
So just moving on into the mid game.
Yeah, I mean, this is Black is playing some pretty odd moves. Yeah, giving up the two bishops. He's also going to lose a pawn here.
Yeah.
He's going to lose the pawn here.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
pretty standard. Everything's Black
Oh.
loses a piece here.
I think Black lost the
Strange play.
strange. Yeah, the pawn was just sitting there.
Yeah, now I'm really interested how he won this.
I believe white won this, but white was
believe-
an underdog on
Right.
the rating.
On the rating, yeah, he was fourth seed.
Oh, I see that. I see.
So
It looks
it
like
appears that 24 has done some rating tampering, some seeding tampering.
Yeah, something might be going on.
might have to conduct an internal investigation. But that was really interesting. I think that's the game plays out.
Yeah.
White just drives to victory and
Uh-huh.
plays cleanup. Oh,
Yeah, I'd pay to watch
Oh.
a game between Max and Evan. To see who's really better.
Who's the real first seed?
yeah. And Black resigns. He refuses to be humiliated by the.
Always have some interesting statistics. Took me a while to compile it, but 2022 has 5 people in the elims. 2023 is 3, 2024 is 4, and 2025 is 4. So
Wow, that's interesting.
it's pretty even. It's pretty even.
Wow.
It's even.
That
Wait,
is
it's
wow.
like really even? It's
Yeah.
like how-
5, 3, 3, 4. That doesn't add up. That does not add up.
That thing's not up. That sounds right. That sounds right. I think I broke my Excel sheet. Give me a second.
Wait, why? I think why are there only 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Some
missing
of the
We
addition
might- we
didn't
might-
quite connect.
Hold up.
TJ Math might be lagging a little bit here.
All right, I missed someone. Hold on.
But yeah,
All right,
those
someone's
were
filed something for me too.
those are some really interesting matches. There's some high level gameplay
Yeah.
that we saw there, and just some really strong players. Some
2023 had 4 people.
unexpected outcomes.
Wow. Okay. So why don't we take a break for a few minutes while we just make the bracket, and then we'll get started with our elimination rounds.
I think so. So we'll be moving into the Sweet 16 after this. We've played 3 rounds of round robin, and now all the groups 1 through 8 have their top 2 players, and they will be moving on to a bracket of 16 single elimination, and then we'll be playing our quarterfinals tonight, and we'll be seeing our semifinals and final matches this Wednesday in person. And that'll definitely be interesting to watch.
All right. So just stay tuned. Give us a few minutes, and we'll be right back. Like a couple minutes, and we'll be right back.
Alrighty. And we're back. Alrighty. So we are back for our Sweet 16.
Yeah.
These are the top half of players that broke out of the round robin and are looking to break it into the finals this Wednesday. So without further ado, our bracket is currently up on Challenge slash TJ Plays Chess. And then if we can get that in the stream chat. But that's Challenge. We're back. Slash TJ Plays Chess. And then let me just pin that message. Alrighty. And so I think we will get started with our finals matches shortly. We'll be playing 5-0, and this is going to be a single elimination bracket. We've got some good contenders. We've got good math too. It looks like
Looks like they're already getting started.
They are.
Matches going up.
Alrighty, so I think we can take a look at Kisna versus Andrew Huang. This is gonna be
Close match.
close match for sure.
I think Andrew Wong might be this underdog here.
I think
Not
so.
too bad.
That sounds about right. And then let me share my screen and we can get started.
Kisna is from the class of 2023, so it's a junior against senior matchup.
Yeah. All right. I think it's just getting started.
Yep.
So we have Kisna on white and Andrew on black.
Yeah.
All right, Max versus James Wright. This game is going on. It looks like
All right. Just go to Max versus James Wright. I think that might be a better one.
this one is pretty solid.
Sure.
It looks like.
Both very strong underclassmen.
Yeah. Let me just take a quick peek. We'll get started. Alrighty, so I heard Max versus James.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so this is our Max Yan, our sophomore, and James Wright, our freshman, duking it out. Max is on black, James is on white, and how has this game started?
Yeah. It's
Both of
pretty.
these are very high-rated players.
Yeah. Don't be fooled by Max's rating. Pretty even position. White is a little more active, but black is still very solid here. That D pawn, although it's isolated, it's actually pretty helpful, especially in the early game.
Especially with support.
Yeah.
Mhm. And it looks like we've got so James is the second highest seed for the class of for this freshman class,
Mhm.
and then Max is kind of a sleeper. He's the second highest seed for the class of 2024, so it's number two seeds going against each other here.
Man, so
This is a big match.
this is gonna be
Yeah.
a big match. We're gonna definitely see them duke it out, the underclassmen.
Yeah, that pin is going to be pretty annoying to deal with. There's no immediate solution. to it.
Answers, yeah.
I guess
Well, he
that,
does trap his
Yeah.
He's gonna trap his bishop, so that is an immediate
Max.
solution.
he
What do you just
goes
take?
for he goes for the
Alternate.
two bishops, which is interesting actually. Those two pawns in the middle might actually be pretty powerful. The F line is open. That rook might be coming into the game. Knight e4 might be a move here.
Although the e pawn I think is fairly weak.
It's probably going to be fine. I think that F pawn's going to really struggle here after knight e4. I don't see an
Black with attacking chances.
yeah, I don't
No.
see an obvious solution after
think-
either knight g or after knight e4.
Let's see if Max sees it. And this is an elimination match. The loser here goes out. There's a lot to play for here.
Definitely. I think there's a lot to play throughout all of our matches. This is really gonna determine what we're gonna see going into the quarterfinals.
All right, he opts out to trade the queens.
Oh. Looks like James
That's
accepts the
actually
trade.
pretty interesting. Yeah, this is a very even position now.
Yeah. I think because white is up the bishop, I think that might be actually
Yeah, the two
favorable.
bishops.
Yeah, the two bishops is definitely gonna
But
provoke some strong play.
there might be a pass pawn soon, or in the end game with those double pawns. in the center.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, connected pawn to the center.
They do look pretty strong at the moment.
Yeah, and White's white bishop isn't that helpful, to be honest with you, since it's blocked by the pawn.
Yeah.
But it's still very even.
And I think we can definitely see white bishop coming in near that game.
Yeah. A move here could be knight g4. Again, putting pressure on that f pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's very even still. Expansion on the queen side. That's very nice to see.
There's a very strong bishop, and the black's dark squared bishop
Yeah.
is very strong right now. So
Yeah. But actually, he has some tactics with rook c7. So black might have to move the bishop back to. Oh, or that. Yeah, if I was white here, I'd just go for rook c7, pick up a pawn, create an active rook. Maybe, yeah. All right.
Oh,
with the check.
going in hard with the rook here.
Maybe try to trade the bishops off here. As Leon said, that black bishop is the best piece for black right now. So maybe try to trade the bishop stuff off with
Bishop at c3.
Yeah, like bishop c3. That works.
But
Or
you
just-
opt instead to just push the pawn.
Yeah. I mean, there's no real great way to defend that b pawn. I mean, if you play like rook b8, that rook is going to be tied down to that pawn for basically the rest of the game. It could get pretty ugly pretty soon if he misplays this. He might have to consider something like b5. Or not.
Interesting
Yeah.
rook move.
And it
Yeah.
still feels like this game is really even.
Yeah, I think they're going pretty neck and neck.
Do we want to take a look at some of the other games being played?
Sure.
Yeah, I think we're halfway through this one. We'll take a quick peek at we got Arush versus David Cow, another
we can
freshman.
See if Arush is a hot rising star, so we can take a look,
Yeah,
see how this is going.
Favorites, if
Also,
not
they-
in the tournament.
definitely. Looks like they just got off to a quick start here.
Yeah, I mean, you see the double pawns. That e pawn might be weak on e4.
Yeah,
That's definitely going to be a target for white.
I think white can take really quick control of the center here.
Yeah, maybe some pawn breaks with f4 if
Yeah.
he misplays it. Yeah, it's still very even actually.
Yeah, just getting started.
Yeah.
David is a sophomore, and Arush is the first seeded freshman.
That's great.
Actually, that rook c1 move I don't particularly like since I was actually planning for white to castle queenside and launch an attack on the king side, which is pretty common in these positions. But since black has so much space already on the king side, it might not be beneficial to castle that way.
Yeah.
We're starting to get our first results back too. The match one,
Okay.
Jeffrey won against Arya.
That's our
So
first
it's
senior
been-
win.
Yeah, and Andrew Huang and Kisna fought, and then Kisna won the match, leaving another win for 2023.
Hey, junior
Oh.
season.
Oh,
Wow.
senior and a junior.
Ooh. I see a pretty interesting position between Garrett, one of our top seeds, and Karthik, between our upperclassmen here. Let me.
Yeah, feel free
So
to
why
go
don't we
with
switch
Dave.
over to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Garrett is white here.
I think Garrett is white, and we've got
Garrett is white.
Karthik on black.
That knight
Chess
is-
dudes.
that
Yeah, that
black
knight. Oh,
Oh, he sacrificed
he
the rook.
did.
It was just too annoying.
I
Couldn't
know.
live with it
That
anymore.
might have been the best move though. I think that was the best move.
Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting to see how it plays out because it could really go.
How do you
I
evaluate the
think-
situation right now?
I actually like white's position if he can create something quick.
Yeah.
But in the long term, black is obviously better since
Right.
it's
That bishop is just stuck. I mean, there's it's gonna be hard to bring that back in.
A pawn push here would be
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he has to push pawns.
E5. Honestly, no, to be honest, that rook white isn't as good as it seems because it doesn't have much mobility here since
Yeah.
there's so many pawns. That's an important pawn break, but I'm not sure if he can accomplish anything in a fast manner. it's important not to trade off the rooks here, I think, since playing down the exchange with just the bishop is pretty hard to win.
Yeah, it would just exacerbate the.
But there might not be much of an option here. Maybe move out the king, move the king out of the way. Yeah, so White's ultimate strategy is to get that bishop involved with the game. Oh, I'm not sure if I like that move, but we'll see.
We've got some endgame playing out between James and Max. Oh, it looks like Max takes mate and James takes
Max?
the dub.
Wait, James takes the double.
James takes the dub. I think White won.
Max lost.
Max lost that. And
Why don't we
so
take a look? Why don't we just
Yeah.
take a look real quick?
Wasn't this the game we just saw?
This is the
earlier?
game that we just saw. Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks
right.
like it ended up pretty tied up.
Oh,
Yeah. So
so that mate.
yeah.
That's an interesting mate.
It
I
looks
might
like
even-
it's like
Wait,
James.
it looks like Max walked into that with King H5 last move. Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Still a losing position though.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lost position, but it was a close game.
This is gonna be interesting to see how it plays
I
out.
think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Because
Garrett-
there's not too much material. It's really simplified.
Yeah, Garrett actually might be a little worse here.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You
While
can
they're
hold
thinking,
it
why don't we take a look at the two elimination match really quickly, where both Jeffrey eliminated Arya,
Yeah.
and then so we can take a look at how that game went down really quickly.
So this was our
just
senior. This was our senior against our freshman.
And Jeffrey's a number 2 seeded senior, so he's a very strong player, and it looks like he just took control of the game and didn't really let go. But let's
Yeah.
go walk through it really fast.
So
All right,
just
pretty standard opening. This is a pretty standard setup where you don't take control of the center as black in the early game. He finally breaks through. All right, so that was definitely a mistake since he walked right into that pin. I think that was a blunder of a piece here.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
quick
this is-
advantage, and I think everything just went downhill from
Just
there.
spiraled
I
downhill.
mean
from
that
there.
that blunder really
Yeah,
tipped
once,
it off at the
once
beginning.
Jeffrey gets an advantage like this, he doesn't mess
He,
up.
he doesn't let go.
All right, let's go back to
Yeah,
Garrett's real quick.
Jeffrey the Demon. Garrett still playing out here. It looks like Garrett's up. No, I think they're equal.
How are they doing on time?
40,
Yeah,
45?
I mean, I'd
This is
use
close.
a lot of time here too.
Yeah. This is hard to evaluate just because of like.
So if he trades off the rooks here, Bishop Garrett will have a more active king in exchange for the.
Black is offered a draw.
He's scared.
Really interesting to see. Karthik,
Oh, no.
Karthik
That's
offering a
definitely
draw.
fake.
That would.
Garrett
Why-
declines the
Garrett
draw.
Garrett declines the draw.
Down material. He declines the draw.
Not down material.
Oh, he's-
No,
they're
I think
even,
that
they're even.
They're even, but
Scary
just
position.
the numbers
Those two
of
pawns
pieces.
on the queen side are just
Right.
gonna march down the board, and there's
Definitely.
no way to stop it.
Yeah.
Unless he can be faster on the other side.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
the
doubt
en passant. That was. I
That
didn't
was
see
a smart
that.
decision. Yeah, just control that that A8 square, and then just keep marching that A pawn right down the board. There's
Man.
no real way to stop it with that bishop.
To play.
This is unpleasant already.
Yeah, this is. I don't think there's a way out here for black.
Maybe bring the king in. Maybe king c7 somehow.
King
trying
c7.
to-
Another
Yeah,
game. We have
but
another.
the bishop, the white square bishop is just blocking him out.
We have another
There's
game.
no way
result.
in.
Max Yan of 2024 and James Wright of.
Oh, we were
2024.
watching
we,
that game.
we saw that game.
Yeah,
briefly.
yeah. All right, it looks like Karthik's in the tank for time here.
All right, I think Garrett won this game.
I do think Garrett wins.
think it's
Wow,
over.
that's
Yeah, impressive.
That was an
Man.
impressive play from Garrett. That's experience right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
really for that because I think that
I
whole
think-
game was played
I
out
think
in
Black
endgame.
had too many nerves. I
For
mean,
sure.
he shouldn't have offered the draw.
Yeah,
And he's gonna promote and.
he showed you just
Yeah.
wasn't.
I
mean,
that
that's- that's really gonna be it.
This
Yeah,
game is
Just-
over.
Just watching it play out.
All right.
Looks like
Let's take a quick look at Andrew Huang and Kisna because
Yeah,
Andrew
yeah,
Huang
yeah.
was eliminated, and I just want to make sure we look at it real quick. Touch
yeah.
on it.
Leon's a little bit disappointed there, I think.
No, I think we should just like touch on like all the matches that were played.
definitely. So I think just a pretty
All right, c4, c5.
C5. Interesting opening. Moving into our mid game.
And Andrew is white.
Andrew,
Kisna is black.
we've got Andrew on white, Kisna on black.
That's an interesting move. Bishop f3, taking the knight square. All right. Looks like he might have wasted a move. Yeah, black has a very solid position here. He might have just blundered a pawn, or white just blundered a pawn. Yeah, black is slowly taking over here. He's up in development, up in material. It's a very nice position.
Ooh, and then the blunder there with the queen.
Actually, we're
I'm trying to figure
yeah.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
Yeah.
just that black is just getting too much activity,
Right,
and
right,
his
right.
pieces are just terrible. I mean, there's not much black can do.
It's kind of suffocating, yeah.
Yeah,
And that game is over.
Yeah, Kisna was playing really well throughout the whole.
Kisna is playing.
Kisna was
Kisna registered his rating as 1500.
but he's
So-
definitely an 1800.
Definitely. I think
Definitely.
Kisna. I think that's it for the rest of our matches. Unless we haven't gotten a result out of Arush and. We've got Arush and David.
Arush
This
is
is
still
a match that
playing.
we've
They're
seen.
still playing.
This is a match that we've seen
Arush-
before, I believe.
Arush is winning, but still has to close it out.
Yeah, I think David is just a really strong underdog.
Yeah, he's a great.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has to keep the rooks on. Or actually, this might be a draw now, since he converted to a rook and pawn endgame if he defends well.
This is difficult to play.
He definitely has to trade off a bunch of pawns. Get that king more active, but actually, black might have just won this.
The time taken
Oh.
down. I don't know.
Arush knows his end games.
I mean, he still might be able to defend this somehow.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't know. I think
That's
David
that's
might-
game.
10 seconds
That's
left.
yeah, that's wraps for David. Oh man,
I mean,
Look
it's
close,
still, there's
yeah.
no increment, right?
there's no increment. We're playing
increment.
5-0 matches here in the.
Yeah.
Oh, he blundered the rook there.
Ooh,
Oh,
but
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
think David had his
awesome.
time to recover. I
Austin
mean.
gave
To
him
capitulate.
pre-move. They had a pre-move.
Oh.
Ooh.
Wait, he-
Oh my God.
The draw!
The draw!
The draw.
Oh my
No
gosh!
way.
Oh my gosh! They drew.
They're gonna have to play.
Whoa!
they're
Wait,
gonna have
let's.
to play bullets now.
Wow.
They have bullets.
Do a bullet
Wow,
rematch.
let's take a quick
Yeah.
step back into that end game. That was really close.
Dude,
And then
there was
just-
so many
Blundered the
chances
rook
that they
multiple
could have
times.
taken
They
the hook.
definitely did. So we're playing back here in move 78, and I think just
I mean,
moving through.
Yeah, they were both just
They were-
pre-moving.
they were
and
both
then
pre-moving, and
David
then-
caught him.
I think
He caught him.
David.
Wow.
Caught him. Wow.
Wow,
Really
that
impressive
is
from David. I mean,
amazing.
that's man.
That's unbelievable.
Really with the time crunch. Yeah. That's
How
it.
did that happen?
Man.
That's unbelievable.
Dude,
thought
I
it was
think this
just
is one of the
rook.
first people to draw a Rouge, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Arush.
That's the first time Arush has been challenged.
Yeah.
And I think
That's why you don't
our
wanna go
quarter
with black.
our quarterfinal and Sweet 16 matches, their draws are going to be played out in a bullet match, I believe.
Yeah, let's
Bullet
play.
match,
Big
yeah.
on
Match.
that.
All right, so we're waiting on the link
Yeah.
from that, and that is going to be really interesting to watch.
Yeah, we saw Garrett beat Karthik. We didn't take a look at Tommy versus Suhas, but and Andy beat Samarth. Andy and Samarth. Do you want to take a look at that game real quickly?
Let's take a
Andy and
look at-
Samarth while we're waiting on this link.
On this
Yeah.
link, yeah. Alrighty. So
Andy is
Andy's-
very, very dangerous player. But Samarth showed a lot of talent, a lot of grit
definitely.
in the group stage. So
we got Andy on black,
That's good.
Samarth on white. So yeah, let's take a look.
All right, an immediate challenge in the center.
Yeah. I think
Andy's not
playing
bad.
without fear.
for sure. And
We will be seeing Arush and David's game in 5 minutes when they come back.
alrighty.
Alright.
So let's take a look at these matches.
That's- Just to commentate on Andy's playstyle, Andy's really good in these types of positions where white's a little overextended.
Yeah.
With his pawns. He's just great at capitalizing on white's weaknesses here. I've seen him do it time and time again.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, he's as we move forward, I think.
Although the computer might say white is better, Andy's just
but
so-
Andy, I think Andy's really strong. I mean, white.
Yeah, wait. This game is already over, so can we look at this real quick because the bullet game is starting.
Oh, is it? All right. Let's hop on the link. Okay, so this is our. I will not join this game, but we will give that a second to start.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Should give us-
I think-
so
yeah,
why
they
don't we
could
just look
start-
through how did Andy come out on top here?
Yeah, so I think just moving farther into the game, I think it was really White's overextension that brought his demise.
I think the other guy hung a piece.
Yeah, it looks like he's just down material, and then
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that, and it just
Yeah, that I mean, he mopped up
Sorry
the
about
deal.
that. Yeah, Andy just came up on top somehow.
And
Did the bullet game start?
the
Yeah.
bullet game is still
Nah.
getting started.
Wait, I don't see the link for the bullet game. Oh, it's there.
Yeah.
Wait, Andrew, can you join the main meeting?
Yeah, the main meeting.
I don't.
So far,
I never see it. Like it's so weird. I can't.
You just click mute room. But
It looks like they're still
so
getting
far,
started with that game.
2022 has 3 people in the quarterfinals. 2023 has 3 people in the quarterfinals. 2024 has a chance of getting into the quarterfinals with this next game, and 2025 has a chance of getting 2 people.
So it all hinges on this bullet.
Wow,
match.
so David
Yeah.
Cow, I mean, he's been our underdog throughout this entire ordeal. I mean, like we've really seen him outplay his ranking and bring the heat. But I mean, Arush is our fan favorite from 2025. So
Yeah.
but I definitely see this match coming close. Okay, it looks like we started. Oh, finished. No.
No way.
Wrong link.
The wrong link.
They
No,
wrong
it
link.
hasn't
I got
started
scared.
yet.
I was like,
That's not started yet.
bullet games are fast, but I don't think they're that
We
fast.
haven't taken a look at Tommy and Suhas's game, so why don't we take a look at their game? How
Yeah.
that happened?
Totally.
And Tommy is the top seed for I don't even remember which class.
Yeah, I think Tommy's 2020.
Tommy's the junior top seed. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean Tommy's a really strong player
And
coming from us.
Suhas, I think.
Yeah, and I think
and the bullet match is off. The bullet match is off. So
Alright, let's go.
alrighty, let's head over to
take
the
a
bullet
look.
match.
David Cal, Arush.
We get the link up. Okay, so we got David Cowan White, Roosh on Black, our sophomore
White
versus our
immediately
freshman.
taking some space. That Black King is weak. Arush might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah. David is off to a flying start with the double
Yeah,
pawn.
David's game
You
started.
gotta watch out for that pin. Maybe move the king. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yo,
match is
David's
off.
game
Bullet
started,
match is
bro.
Yeah, we're here. Alrighty, let's head over to
Take
the
a
bullet
look.
match. We're in some echo.
Actually, very interesting. White might actually be under attack here.
We've got the spectator room going hard. Go David, go Roosh.
Wait, did he just sack the rook?
Oh no.
What just
Whoa.
happened? Did he sack the queen then? What?
Oh my!
What is happening?
What is this? Is whoa!
Oh, there's a fork
he
too
didn't take the
now.
queen.
He
Oh.
sees the fork. What is happening? This is crazy.
Don't blink,
Too
you might
fast to
miss it.
commentate.
Yeah, I know. We're
fast.
all just
What
letting
is
our seats
happening?
here.
Andrew, focus. What's going on? What's going
Just
on?
blunder the rook. You just blunder the queen.
Queen?
And they're equal.
They're just ignoring each other's pieces.
He
They're
almost
just
blundered
they're
me.
not even looking at it.
All right, now White is
David
winning.
Cowan-
Oh, he's just
White is
My
winning.
God,
Why
they had
did-
so much more time.
Oh
What?
my! They're,
Oh my gosh.
What are these pre moves?
I don't see why they.
Is
It's
he
a
gonna-
Why is
the whole game.
maybe it's some inexperience because
David?
they had
Yeah.
plenty of time.
I don't think
to play.
David-
There's too
Man.
many blunders. There's so many
Wow.
blunders.
Wow!
How did that happen?
We've definitely got to walk through that. That was
Yeah,
Wait,
that
there's
was
so
a
many
roller
blunders.
coaster.
Where did that? Oh my
Wait,
God!
wait.
On
Did,
both
did,
sides, too.
did David win that? David won that, didn't he?
David won
David
in
won?
in the
David
bullet.
won.
David won. Oh my god.
Oh,
Wow.
First
What is
person to
going
win.
on?
that is a wow.
He has a
And
challenge.
David keeps the 24 dreams alive.
That's
He's
correct.
the last 24
David
player
brings 24 into our
He beat the top
quarterfinals.
seed.
I mean, he beat
into
the
the
top seed.
quarterfinal.
Arush gets submitted his rating around like 2,500. I mean,
And he
like,
does. Yeah, he's a
and he
legit
represents
player.
it.
He's seriously good.
That's correct. I mean,
Hey,
he's,
can we go back in the game?
Yeah,
What just
totally.
happened?
Let's head up
I'm
to the
still a
beginning.
little lost
I
on
mean,
what
I-
happened. Start off pretty
Yeah.
standard. D4, D5.
And so, I'm just moving
All
in
right.
like.
It's a pretty standard game. Yeah, it seems like a very calm game here.
Yeah.
Trades off bishop,
Where did it go to?
castles into the king side. All right, so here I thought White was a little better, but and then it just started getting chaotic, I guess.
I know, yeah. The chaos
Well,
really
60
ensued like mid game. I mean,
Yeah, speed us through until
Maybe speed
stuff
us
goes.
up
yeah.
a bit.
so we'll
Yeah,
move
castles.
through this.
Wait, go to the
this-
first
yeah,
blunder. Yeah, go to the first
Yeah,
blunder.
yeah, yeah.
All
I
right,
think-
so he sacks the queen here. He doesn't take
Yeah.
the queen for some reason,
no.
and then he doesn't take the knight because he sees the fork on e6.
Wait, wait, what?
Wait, okay.
Wait, back it up.
back it up.
Right, so
We're
first
here.
off, he blunders the queen here by moving the knight back. All right, Haru sees this, and then he takes the knight. All right, he blunders another, and then
We gotta slow down. We gotta
Right,
slow down. We
right,
gotta slow down. We
right,
gotta slow
Haru
down.
Let's get a
sees the
political play.
fork here on e6,
Yeah,
so he
so a lot
moves
of
the queen,
blunders.
not taking the knight. So there are so many opportunities to take the queen.
I just realized I hung
the-
hung his queen like 10 times.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a game, David.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow he doesn't take the bishop.
And I mean,
He sacks
And he sacks the queen.
this was definitely really interesting.
I think that was a pre-move. That might have been a pre-move.
I think
Yeah,
so.
okay, we'll call it a sack.
We'll call it a sack. Yeah.
Yeah, sack.
We've got David here. David, would you like to just walk us through
Commentate on this match a little bit?
Let's hear about how it
Yeah,
felt.
sure.
Yeah.
So like from here, I knew he liked to pre-move, right? So I was just like, okay, he's gonna do something dumb.
Wait, can
I
you
just
go back
moved
to the
rook
first
e2 because it attacked the queen, and then he took the knight, so I just took his queen.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Sack the rook,
sack the rook,
and then he sacks the queen back.
Oh my god. Dude.
No. You predicted the pre-move, right, David? Did you predict the pre-move?
Yeah, no, I didn't know that he would pre-move.
That was your shot.
That was just my intuition.
You were already losing. So
Dude,
you
man's
just-
got
Intuition.
ultra instinct, bro.
All right,
he's
let's start up the octo-final matches, the
Alrighty,
quarterfinal
we do.
matches.
We
Yeah.
have-
Congratulations,
the
David, to
match
moving
ready
into our quarterfinals.
That was crazy.
Man,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was crazy.
absolutely insane. Wow.
Thanks.
I
We
mean,
don't
just some-
we don't even need a break. All of our matchups are already made. We just need to get.
Alrighty, so let's get started.
All right.
So,
let's just go right into our quarterfinals.
walking down
Let's start
our,
the links.
our 4 quarterfinal matches, we've got Jeffrey versus Tommy, our junior versus senior. Match 2 is James versus Garrett, a freshman versus a senior. Match 3, senior versus another junior, Andy versus Elliot. And finally, moving on to match 4, David versus Kisna, a sophomore versus a junior. And so once these leagues come in, we'll definitely hop on those. But I mean, that was just that whole bullet match was gave me whiplash.
That was crazy.
That definitely was.
Actually, the freshmen only have James left.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
James is the last hope of the freshmen.
Yeah, so-
and then
so-
David is the last hope of the.
Just to reconcile all numbers. I mean, we've got 3 juniors, 3 seniors moving into our quarterfinals with one of either underclassmen. I mean, that's
Yeah, coming in, we thought freshmen were gonna dominate.
yeah. We really thought strongly for the freshmen. I mean, like
And they performed well. They played
did.
well. I
They
mean,
definitely did.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean, it was just
I'm-
really interesting. to see how
Arush
it
played
out.
very well, but
got our-
David in the just got
The ultra
time trouble.
instinct, man. He just has the instinct.
He's got
It's
the ultra
crazy.
instinct.
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
just read the pre-move.
Oh,
he knew
yeah.
it was gonna happen.
I've still
We
got.
already have a
goosebumps.
game starting up with Jeffrey and Tommy.
That's correct. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that to get started here. But
Yeah, I
mean,
think
just,
the freshmen actually still have a chance though. James is a very strong player.
yeah, I think after move
Nick-
35, I mean that was wraps.
I think Jeffrey's game might have started already.
All right, yeah, let's hop.
Jeffrey's game has not
maybe
started
not.
yet.
not
Maybe not.
started just yet.
Maybe not. Sorry.
And then, after that,
And these are our last matches.
these are our
for
last
the
matches
day.
of the day. So we'll be taking the results from these matches and bringing it to Wednesday. When we'll arrive. in
And
person.
Wednesday we'll be playing live in the school.
Over the board. I mean, this is some of our first over the board matches in like years,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so it'll definitely be great to watch.
This is the first one ever. We haven't had a chess tournament until
That's
last
correct. Our first over the board tournament.
And we're starting with Knight F3.
All right. So this is Jeffrey against Tommy Williams. Is it?
Jeffrey has black.
It's all symmetrical.
Right.
So Jeffrey is our number 2 seed from the class of 2022, and Tommy is the number one seed
from
from the class of 2023.
yeah.
Yeah. Jeffrey's taking a while on this move.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about his opening.
I thought it'd be automatic, either E6 or C6, but I wonder what he's thinking. All right.
What kind? He's just trying to think about what kind of game he's trying to play here.
Oh, he takes the C pawn, which is a little rare. Maybe he's going to try to hold on to that pawn. Not too sure what he's trying to do. All right, so as usual, white takes the center. It's interesting.
Look at the ratings on these guys.
Yeah.
Those are both crazy
I know,
players.
These guys are way up there. White 2100 rated on Lee Chess and black 24. I mean,
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is James against Jeffrey.
Yeah.
David and Goliath.
To see
Right.
what Jeffrey does here.
Freshman against senior.
James might be better here, just with a dominating center.
It's so early to say that. It's
Yeah.
so early to say that.
Just a little.
8 moves in.
I prefer white.
We also have the game.
I mean, Jeffrey chose to play that, so
Yeah.
why don't we open up both? Why don't we open up all 4 games?
Yeah,
there
yeah.
any
I'll
split
swap
screen?
through them. Yeah. Let me.
Oh,
I can click through them. But so we've got James versus Garrett, our freshman versus our senior, playing out here, and then match
James,
4 is
look
looking
at
to
what
still
he's
get started.
oh, it was Jeffrey versus Tommy.
It was
and
Jeffrey
James
versus Tommy.
versus
Yeah,
Garrett.
yeah.
So
Very
So-
instructional move here.
so-
98. Preparing F5.
Yeah,
A very common theme in this opening.
so Garrett's on white and James is on
Yeah.
black.
that's correct.
And this is the David and Goliath match.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is the freshman
This-
against the
this-
senior.
yeah.
Is it really David and Goliath? Who's David here?
Well, James is
James.
a freshman, so he's younger. He doesn't have the experience, even if he has the
Ooh,
rating.
really?
He has the rating though. He has the rating to back it up.
He does. That's correct.
I think James might be the better player. I'm not too sure actually.
I
Who's
think
David.
we'll definitely have to see.
Well, we're about to find out, right,
Yeah,
Andrew?
yeah. And then looks like we're just waiting for our other 2 matches to get started here.
Yeah, Garrett,
looks
Garrett's
like-
taking a while.
Looks like David Cow and Kistamata having gotten started here. Kistamata on white are one of our top seeds from 2023, and David Cow.
David Cow is
our
of
recent
course,
victor, our
fan favorite.
fan favorite from 2024, our only
the sophomore,
left
carrying
and
the
right.
hopes and dreams of the sophomore class behind him.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think Kid's not coming out to a strong opening. I like what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, his strong center.
Yeah, definitely. Great control.
It's still very early for
Yeah.
white.
I'm just clicking
Still
back
very
through.
solid.
The two games that have my attention right now though are Jeffrey and Tommy and James and Garrett.
James and Garrett.
I
definitely.
agree. I agree.
Because Jeffrey and Tommy are both
Yeah.
Tommy's a top
Yeah, yeah.
a first seed, Jeffrey's a second seed. They're both like top of the line, and so are James and Garrett.
Yeah.
James is a first seed, Garrett's a third seed from the class of 22, senior
Yeah.
class. So
And so I mean, just senior on black, junior on white. I mean, we definitely have to see
Yeah,
how
I
this plays
mean-
out. And then, all right, David versus Goliath math. Yeah, no.
take a look. Why don't we? So this game is both they're kind of contesting for the center a little bit more.
For sure, yeah.
Their pawn structure.
They're
Actually, I think
Nice.
this game with Garrett and James is gonna happen over the king side. Like it's gonna be decided over the king side.
yeah. I mean, both have.
There's gonna be a lot of pawn breaks
That's
soon.
and then
Maybe
Pawn breaks,
E6
yeah.
preparing F5 or something, or maybe F5 immediately. That sounds reasonable.
F5.
Yeah, I mean this.
What can you say about like James's play style or
I mean he plays a very solid game. This type of game is known to be pretty solid, and
I mean, what
Yeah.
opening did he choose? What defense did he choose to play this week? If we go back to the beginning, I don't think we
Yeah.
watched the very beginning of this
I
game.
don't think we did. So it looks like we opened out.
Indian game, right?
Yeah, and then
the King's Indian, right? I think yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, this is just a very classical King's Indian. Preparing F5, which is one of the most common themes in King's Indian, and he's just gonna.
Wait, what is this? Oh, I see it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the
we're
King's
good
Indian.
today.
It's putting pressure on that weak E pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
that was a great move by Garrett actually, since now he doesn't have any pawn breaks on that F4 square.
I think our third match is still getting started between Andy and Elliot.
So Garrett is positionally, his position is more sound here.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I'd agree.
Although his light squared, both the light squared bishops are kind of useless.
Right,
right now.
but I think if they came into play, I mean,
Black
but-
has more opportunities with his bishop. I think,
Right.
Yeah, he can capitalize on that pretty fast.
as long as the knight moves out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I still kind of like Garrett's position here. Since usually in the King's Indian, you have some sort of attack on the king side for black, but it's sort of neutralized. Yeah, that's a
Right.
smart move. Preventing knight d3.
Mm-hmm.
In some time, black is going to have to get that knight on e8 into the position, or else he's just going to be playing without a piece, basically.
Yeah, and it's also shutting his rook from activating.
Yeah, still very solid though. I'm interested to see if Garrett's going to give up that bishop. If he doesn't give up the bishop, there might be some f. Okay, he doesn't give up the bishop. But here, if he takes the bishop, and if queen takes, he has bishop h6 here. So this might be a little dangerous, actually.
ooh,
I'm not
It is
sure
bishop
about
h6,
that
yeah.
decision.
plays
But-
it through, and then he's.
Look at Andrew's commentary. He's right on the money with
I
these
know, dude.
moves.
He
I
called
would
him
not
out.
trade queens here if I was black. Probably play bishop g5. All right.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Dude, you're in his head.
I know.
The queen is trapped now,
The-
or almost.
oh,
and then
the queen moves out.
F4 maybe. F4 maybe. I think F4 is gonna happen soon.
And F4 this is the kingside attack that you were talking
Yeah.
about. So James is, despite losing his G pawn, right? He's
Still got that. Yeah,
He's still got that those pawns driving down.
Yeah, for sure. And F4 would definitely bring the heat.
Maybe not though, because F4 G4. That's probably what he's worried about. Yeah, he's playing very solid.
I think he's preparing for F4.
Yeah. Queen H5 is definitely a really good move here, since you don't want any H5 business.
Looks like
Alright, that's an important move. Get the bishop into the game. Kick that queen out with bishop F7 soon.
Activating your A rook.
Yeah.
looks like Andy versus Elliot has just gotten started here.
Just gotten
We've
started.
got our upperclassmen duking it out.
Andy, I've
Elliot-
noticed Andy really likes this Scandinavian.
What about Jeffrey versus Tommy? Let's
Yeah,
just look real quick to see how the game has progressed.
Ooh, I think
Jeffrey's up material.
I know we're running out of time here. I mean, Tommy.
They have time. They have time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Garrett's game might end faster. So
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
stay on Garrett's game.
yeah, it's definitely gonna. I feel like
Be explosive.
Fireworks
This is a very
are
tense
Possibly,
position.
possibly.
there's gonna be some pawn breaks very soon here. I'm sensing it.
You can grab a quick peek at Kiss.
And James is a minute less on time.
Yeah. Looks
And
like
this
Kiss
game,
might-
David-
Kiss might- yeah, David's
Playing-
up on time, but
Playing defense. He's playing a lot of
definitely-
defense
he's
right here.
Hard
Yeah.
on D. Yeah.
That king is not great in the center.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
David's playing from behind again. But we know how good David is in the clutch.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Alright.
So
Especially
No,
when it's time.
yeah, you can never count him out. Yeah, he was down like 15 seconds, like
He
3
was,
seconds
he
left,
was-
and he managed to tie that game. I don't understand how
That
that happened.
was absolutely insane. Playing it out between James and Gary here.
Garrett is putting up a great defense here, kicking out that knight. Yeah, he's defending. It's an unbelievable defense, to be honest with you.
Garrett?
Yeah, he's playing super well. Although black might bring the. Actually, I'm not too sure what to do here. Maybe defend the bishop with the rook. That might be his only
Bishop.
move.
Yeah, I think that's
Rook
it.
E8. Yeah,
That's
rook
his
E8,
only.
sorry. Or rook A8 probably, but yeah, I mean,
And James is
James
running
coming-
low on
yeah,
time.
James coming up on 30 seconds here.
is James thinking of sacrificing something? I mean, maybe just sacrifice the bishop.
Well, he's got to start thinking. You gotta get
Oh.
moving.
That's an interesting move.
Ooh.
That is spicy.
I'd probably take the bishop. Rook takes
Yeah, we're
e6 maybe. I wouldn't think too much about it.
huh.
But that loses the knight still, so I'm actually not too sure if that's the right move. That might not be the right move.
Garrett is taking time to think as well.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, rook takes
Rook
knight.
takes.
and then I think Bishop.
I think
takes?
you have to attack here. I think you have to go with rook e7. I mean,
Oh.
you have to create some kind of play here. Yeah, I think you have to play rook e7 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. He moves it in.
Otherwise, he's losing material.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe
plays too
actually,
passively.
it's pretty hard to defend that h7 pawn.
Yeah, and James has got to get on the move here. I mean, with 15 seconds left, Garrett's up.
Isn't that?
That's his
Oh,
only
that's-
move. That's his
ooh,
only
ooh,
move.
ooh. That's so close to mate. I don't know what's happening here actually.
Dude, he has 10 seconds.
Come on, he
Mate,
does it.
that's
Yeah, James doesn't have
mate.
time here.
He just blundered mate. Wait,
Where's the mate?
wasn't queen g5, queen g7 mate?
Oh,
Queen G5, G.
he, Garrett just hasn't seen it. And it
Yeah, I
looks like
think
this
Garrett
game
just
is.
blundered
But I
mate.
think this wraps. I think that's time.
Oh,
Wow, James
Yeah, I
really
think-
was that.
Garrett blundered mate? It was James that blundered me.
both though. But Garrett missed it too.
Man,
Garrett missed
so
it.
James really had a chance to
Tense game.
All right, let's take a quick. Oh, White resigned.
Jeffrey just
Jeffrey.
won that round.
Jeffrey's just.
I'll go
What
back
did Jeffrey
or-
done?
Oh,
Well,
man.
let's roll it back a little bit.
We're gonna go back.
No, wait, let's take a.
Actually,
Make sure we're not
what-
missing
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
wait, let's look at David's. Yeah.
Let's look at David's.
Oh, David is losing by a lot. it
I
looks
think.
like.
Oh, here we go.
I think-
David.
Oh,
David is down material. I think Kisnut could
but he's up time.
bring it through.
He's up
Yeah,
time.
he is up time.
It's, I feel like don't want to doubt David, but Krishna still has a lot of time to work with.
That's
He's
correct.
come back. David has come back from worse.
He's come back from worse, but can he do it again?
I know.
Oh, he
Oh,
But
just
oh,
blunders, that's
it's
rough.
really gonna
He
be rough.
blunders,
Oh, I think that's it for David here.
Yeah, there's too much time. Yeah.
There's too much time for him to.
Let's just watch this play out, I guess.
This is the end of the road for
man,
David.
David Cow, a fan favorite for the sophomores here, and I think that might be closing
might be
it
the-
out for his career.
This might be the end for the class of 2024.
Oh man,
Valiant effort.
that's really too bad because we've seen the freshmen just drop out, and that might be close. Here's the
Unless they
stalemate.
get a stalemate. No.
Nope, that's mate.
Yep.
Alrighty, so just for a quick recap, we're seeing our two seniors moving into the finals. Jeffrey and Garrett are both set to move into the finals with Kisna, our junior, moving in, and then we've got our final game here. Andy, our senior, versus Elliot, our junior.
Yeah, I've noticed Andy likes to play these very solid, even positions where he doesn't have much advantage, but he just squeezes it out.
Yeah,
Although White actually might have some attacking chances here, maybe with a rook lift, something
Yeah.
like rook 3.
that's really too bad. That's really too bad for David. I think that's it for points. I mean, I think our upperclassmen
Does
are
White
I think White's a little better here, actually. He just blundered the pawn, but
yeah, he loses a pawn in either way, I think.
But still, I mean, I think White has some.
He has more active pieces for sure.
Yeah, he has some attacking chances. The king side is not as safe as it seems. Maybe rook c3. I'm expecting some sort of rook lift here. I mean, that's an alright move, I guess.
But it is also pretty safe. It's not particularly aggressive.
But you're already down material. You wanted to activate your knight in a better.
And he's trading queens here.
Yeah,
I think
Andy's just gonna wrap this up.
yeah, I think Andy overwhelms once he's up material.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
your
really
only
something.
chance is to go for the counter attack. But actually, if I was Andy, I wouldn't trade queens here. Maybe rook d8, get that active rook. Not sure why he's thinking for so long.
Plays rook d8 anyways. I think he wanted to knock the king off.
Yeah, yeah, it's probably winning either way. So maybe something like rook d3, activate the rooks. That's even better, I think.
And it looks like it's down to the junior and senior class
I
again.
think so. Yeah, I think we've really closed out our.
And I
quarterfinals
think
here.
an important thing to note is that, last year, the junior class was able to upset the senior class.
Yeah, we
so
pulled-
is something similar going to happen this year? We don't
could-
know.
We could definitely pull through here.
I've seen those cans. You guys are going ham.
Oh, dude, the cans go
Oh my
crazy.
gosh,
The cans
yeah.
go hard. I
Is
think
there any cans?
yeah, where are the senior cans? I haven't seen any pictures. But,
I'm sure the news of your cans was greeted with a mix of alarm and fear.
and trips to Aldi, definitely.
Yeah.
So, it looks like this game is closing out for Elliot.
Actually, that was what? Oh yeah.
Oh wait, is that a no?
No,
Oh,
no.
that's a dangerous fork right there.
yeah.
Discovered, right?
Discovered.
He has to take the rook. This is game because he has rook d1.
Oh, but then he's gonna provoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Rook
up.
a1, rook d1.
So, seeing.
That's game. And this is a formality at this point.
Oh man,
Oh, he doesn't.
Yeah, honestly.
Elliot has really performed in this tournament though. I think we've seen some great play. And-
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bad matchup against Andy.
Right, Andy is a really
somebody
rough
somebody has to be fed to him.
opponent. Fed. Andy Huang are rated 23,
Yeah.
93
Here comes-
on chess.
Here comes other pawn.
But there were some dicey moments earlier.
Definitely. Elliot was playing good game.
I think Elliot was actually better earlier.
We see the promotion moving into.
And this is a pin.
Elliot's
so
final
it's game
moments.
over now.
Yeah.
Just gonna be mate back.
Ladder.
Whew.
All right.
That's
Do we
me.
want to take a look at how
Let's see.
Jeffrey and Tommy's game ended?
Yeah,
Because
I
we
mean-
never really
Yeah.
found out. They were really even position, and then Jeffrey emerged on top. So
Yeah, just reconciling with our quarterfinal results. Match 1, Jeffrey coming out on top against the junior. Garrett coming out on top against this freshman, and then match 3 we just finished with Andy coming out. That's 3 seniors in match 1 through 3, and then finally match 4, Kisna pulling through as our sole junior moving into the finals, semifinals.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
Sole
So let's
junior.
take a look
Kisna
at
is our sole
Jeffrey
junior,
and
so we got
Jeffrey
three-
and Tommy's
3
game.
seniors coming in with one junior, and looking at Jeffrey and Tommy's game, just run it back a little bit. Man, so they
So early in the
definitely
opening,
dicey.
actually. Early in the opening, the key moment was Jeffrey taking that c4 pawn. I think it's soon.
Yeah,
here.
right there.
So this position is pretty imbalanced. White's trying to maintain center.
Yeah.
But,
So I think that
I
pawn
think
gets
White's a
stuck.
little better here. White's a little better here since that pawn is weak and he has the center.
Yeah.
Again, that 98 move to
And white is better here. White is better here.
is a little better here because of the center again. And eventually that c pawn's gonna fall.
Yeah, and moving through that.
Although he might not be playing completely accurately here, but that
Was that a really bad mistake right there?
I think
I don't think that's a great move, obviously by the computer, but
that
why.
bishop move.
That was the blunder.
That was the blunder. The computer didn't like the bishop move.
What is this blunder? I don't exactly see it yet.
Um.
Why don't we keep moving forward?
Yeah. So just moving through.
And
Just
are these
another bishop
just like
one.
nails in the coffin?
I guess
Oh.
so. I mean,
I
think
this is
that
a
the
pretty
game was.
complex position.
It is. Yeah, I think the game was still.
I think if you go back,
Yeah.
I don't actually see the winning plan here.
wait. So after bishop to d4,
Maybe
Right.
maybe bishop g4 was the wrong move because of something like h5, h4. I think that's the only explanation I can give.
no, I think no, it's the wrong move because then your e pawn, your e4 pawn is weak.
Oh, true. But there's
Yeah,
no
but-
real way to capitalize off of that. I think.
Well, yeah. I don't see the.
Well, I mean, if you go for 2 moves,
back here.
right? He wanted the sack.
Right. Well.
Oh, I don't think it's a sack because you can't take with the queen because of the discovered.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he had to protect that pawn.
So just
Okay.
I'm going the wrong direction. And just moving through
Right here, it's still
better.
even here.
Yeah,
It's
it
still
is.
even
I
here.
think-
Why?
He sacks the exchange, right?
The computer sees something that we don't. So.
Yeah.
No, I mean Jeffrey sacked the mistake or the exchange here. So
Hit the check. And just a few more exchanges.
yeah,
How did
White
Jeffrey win from here? Jeffrey's
That-
up material.
I
How did
think I think White must have blundered somewhere.
I think we'll see it soon.
I think it might be time. Look at
Oh,
their
yeah.
times. It's 18 seconds, 25.
Oh yeah, 18 to 20.
Oh, that is true.
Wait, but Jeffrey's on less time.
Jeffrey's on less time. Yeah, wait. I don't.
But we know Jeffrey. Less time doesn't really mean much to
for
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, yeah, Jeffrey will take the time. We see a blunder here.
Wait, why is?
What?
Oh, I mean, you probably should have just taken the
Take
pawn.
the pawn.
Yeah, because
Through
it's
pawn.
missed material.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you could have played onto the rook, but
What happened now? Okay,
think-
just regular
I
move.
think regular move, and then we see our
I saw a queen. Wait.
very poor move for Elliot.
I mean, that bishop was
uh,
a really strong
Jeffrey
piece.
here.
He shouldn't have allowed that trade here.
Yeah.
Oh, but he didn't even trade
And
it.
then he just blundered
Ooh.
the queen. And I think that's
I
the.
think that was the final.
He just blundered the queen. Oh, what
Yeah,
a throw!
that's the final nail in the coffin.
He was playing so well.
Man.
That was rough.
Yeah, he picked up on the main. That was it. Wow.
Wow.
So I mean, I've
We just
seen
look at
some-
who's going on, who's going through
Yeah.
the semis,
So
and
just
we wrap it up.
we can wrap it up right after that. So just going through. Here we go. And
Yeah, we're looking forward to the game on Wednesday.
definitely. So for this Wednesday, we'll be hosting this finals, semifinals, and finals matches during lunch, and those will be played over the board. And
And it looks like we have Jeffrey and Garrett duking it out
yeah,
for a finals
for the
position.
finals position.
And then
against
we
Kisna.
have Andy and Kisna duking it out. Kisna is carrying the entire class of the junior class and
Yeah.
like every class against the seniors here. Kisna is carrying. He's a lone hope against the senior class
exacting
right now.
revenge against 2022. But I mean,
But
Andy's
he has
gonna
a
be
tough
formidable
task in
opponent,
front
yeah,
of him. He has the
definitely.
former champion in front of him. So
But I'm really excited to see this game between Kisna and Andy.
Yes, especially over the board. This is gonna be
Yeah.
This is gonna be really interesting to
gonna
watch.
be fun.
Yeah. So
some psychological tricks come through.
oh, definitely some
Yes.
some devious licks.
But yeah.
Yo, what? You're gonna
they're gonna
devious lick the
they're,
queen.
they're gonna they're gonna devious lick the queen. Yeah, for sure. Just devious
Alright.
lick the whole chessboard. And I think that closes out today.
That closes it.
Thank
Best of
you,
luck to all of our
everybody.
people. Next.
So much for
Tuesday.
participating. We came into this tournament with 32 fierce competitors across all 4 grades. I mean, these were some amazing players, and I mean, just the levels of experience. The gameplay that we saw was seriously unparalleled, and coming out with 4 players moving into our finals on Wednesday, playing for points now. It'll be definitely really interesting to watch. But I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for coming out. Huge thank you for Andrew helping us commentate, and guess we'll see you guys here tomorrow for Minecraft tournaments.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming.
Alrighty, I think we'll close out there.
Yeah. Are we live?
Just for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Alrighty, thank you.